Can you believe December is here? And which means we're at the end of the year, and we're also approaching Christmas and a lot of things that come along with the holiday season and the new year. Big one, of course, is reflecting back on our almost completed year and what are the good things, what did we learn, what was good that happened, what do we want to hope for and shoot for and work towards in the new year in 2018. And for the first time last year, I did something, and I just wanted to share this, and I know a lot of people do, and I wanted to share my story around it and hopefully inspire, get some people to think about doing this as well this year for those who haven't before. But last year, I looked back at my 2016 and wrote down and thought about some things that I needed to do differently and do better in 2017. And it was not so much easier, but it was kind of a natural exercise for me to do because I was making some big changes in my life and leaving my corporate career and starting a new venture and starting my own business and doing different type of work. But I also reflected on some really personal things, and I'm doing that again, and I've already started my look back at 2017 and some things that I know I want to work on and do better at in 2018. So just a suggestion is to write some things down this month. Do it early in December before the holidays and before all the family time gets crazy in a couple weeks, so that going into January you're like totally mentally prepared and ready to jump on a few of these things. So for example, I wrote down, and I've already started thinking about this. Is the first one is along the lines of business, is spending a little more time on my financial and business planning. So I went out and spent a lot of time, especially early this year, with my new work around teaching leadership, and now more specifically around helping others with career fulfillment, the model and the foundation and the content of what I wanted to do. And I didn't spend as much time on the financial planning and the more particulars around business and the business model. So I've been doing a lot of that the last couple of months. I've surrounded myself with really good people. I have two amazing coaches, another great support system, and I've learned how to better manage that stuff, and I'm going to be better prepared heading into 2018 to do better and smarter financial planning. Another one is sort of family related, and I just feel like, friend and family, that I got consumed in a couple things this year, one of which was very family related, and I just think I can be a better, a more consistent friend. And while I felt like in 2017 I was a good brother, in particular to one of my brothers, maybe I wasn't as always such a good brother to my other brother. So I want to be a more consistent friend in 2018 to some people, and I want to be a better brother to my other brother in 2018. And the other thing I want to do that I want to be very cognizant of and work on a lot is take better care of myself. And I've learned this lesson before. I learned it very hard 10 years ago after doing some volunteer work for the better part of for over a year. And I allowed myself to get into a position where I wasn't in great shape financially, and even with just like where I was living and what was going on in my stuff. I put a lot of my stuff in storage in Arizona and ended up losing it because I never went back there to get it. And I just wasn't taking good care of myself. And now 10 years later, it's very different circumstances, and I don't feel like I've taken good care of myself physically in terms of rest. I don't eat junk so much, but I eat on the go a lot, and I don't think I take as good care of my energy levels and my rest. And I also don't think in general that I take enough good care of myself, because in order to do what I do really well, it has to start with me. And I have to take good care of myself, love myself, and know that I'm in best condition, both emotionally and physically, to be a help to people. So my third one is just simply to take better care of myself. Some of it involves food, some of it involves more rest, and some of it just involves making sure that I'm putting myself first sometimes. So, which I do sometimes, but not enough. So maybe some of this is food for thought. Yours might be very different reasons, things you want to work on, but it's early December. Spend some time, jot down 2 or 3 things that you could do a little bit better on next year, that you want to pay more attention to, and start the planning around that now, so that when 2018 hits, you're ready to rock, you're ready to do this. And you make these very high priority, consistent things that you're going to work on. Build habits and routines in your life that you know you're going to start addressing them right away. And you can even start working on them now, actually. You don't need to wait till January. So anyway, thanks for listening. I just wanted to share that. I hope everybody's having a great start to December, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks.